Hello friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the detailed and full review of the Smartron SRT phone. So Smartron announced their affordable mid-range phone, the SRT phone, which is a Sachin Tendulkar branded phone, and this was announced a couple of weeks back, and this is priced 12,999 and 13,999 for the two variants available. And this phone comes with quite good specifications. It has a full HD display. It is powered by the Snapdragon 652 octa-core chipset. There is 4 gigs of RAM, 32 and 64 gigs of storage, 13 and 5 megapixel camera, 3000 mAh battery, and there is also fast charging included. And the most important aspect is it has the latest version of Android, that's Android 7.1.1, and the company also promises future updates. So that is a quick aspect of the Smartron SRT phone. So let's have a look at the phone and how it performs in this segment, and is it really a worthy device to buy for a price of rupees 12,999. So let's get started. First up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see that the Smartron SRT phone has a quite different look and feel. While there is nothing new in terms of the design aspect, it looks kind of bulky device, and most of the devices which have moved to metallic unibody construction, the Smartron SRT phone employs a plastic finishing, and this also has a removable back panel, although the battery is not removable. And this comes with a kind of a bulky design with a slightly higher bezels, larger bezels. It's not a really compact device, but having said that, the device feels quite a premium as well. The plastic quality looks pretty good, and also you get this Sachin Tendulkar branded back panel. So while the SRT phone doesn't offer anything great in terms of the build quality, you can see that this is not a handy device as well, but it is made lightweight so that the size of the phone will not matter much when you're using, because of the lightweight design. Now the hardware aspects, you can see there is a USB-C type port, the speaker unit at the bottom, then the power keys on the top. That's again a difficult placement for a power key. It's when we use the device, we felt that the power key is completely awkward placed, and definitely not the best placement. And we have these volume keys on the right side. The left side there is no ports or opening, and on the top we have this 3.5mm audio jack as well, along with the power key. Now since this is a removable back panel, the SIM card slots are included in that, and you can also see there are 3 capacitive touch buttons. You can also enable the on-screen buttons. So that is the design aspect of the SRT phone. Now let's talk about the display. So here we have a 5.5 inches full HD display panel, and the display panel looks quite good. The brightness levels are kind of decent, and the viewing angles are also pretty good. The colors are again decent level, not too vibrant display nor a dull display. It's kind of adequate colors, and the overall clarity also looks quite good. The touch response also feels pretty smooth, although at times it does get sticky in nature, but overall we would say display is definitely above average in terms of the quality. Now next up, let's have a look at the software. So this is the most important aspect of this phone, because the company is looking forward for better software experience, and here we have a stock like UI. You can see that the Android 7.1.1 UI, you can see it has mostly the stock like experience. Even if you go to the settings panel, you can see the settings panel is exactly the same as you find on the stock Android, and you can see there's no additional options except for just one gesture, that's Gem to camera. We are expecting company to come up with more gestures going forward, and other than that, it's a basic and stock UI, no major changes. You can also see the notification center. It's implemented the same way as you find it in the stock Android. Now one of the important aspects is that the company is promising software updates. That's 3 major software updates is what the company promised during the launch, and probably this will be getting the next version of Android, whatever it is when Google releases, this phone will be getting. That's definitely a positive step. Not many devices offer that, and that's one of the good aspects about the Smartron SRT phone. Now talking about the performance, so this comes with a really powerful chipset. It has a Snapdragon 652 octa-core chipset. It's 8 cores chipset, and it has 4 cores Cortex A72 and 4 cores Cortex A53, coupled with 4 gigs of RAM, and we have 32 gigs of storage and 64 gigs of storage. So those are the 2 variants. So in terms of the performance aspect, we would say definitely this has quite good performance, no lag whatsoever, and it produces decent results overall. And when you take the gaming experience of this device, we found the gaming experience to be quite decent overall. Definitely a good experience without any lags or issues, but the major issue was the heating. So heating was considerably higher at almost 48 degrees. very similar to what we have seen on the Coolpad Cool One, with again the same chipset. Now you can see the benchmark score is definitely on the higher side because it's a really powerful chipset, so no lags or issues, but gaming was not great because of the heating issue. Other than that, the processor performed pretty well in day-to-day experience, and is definitely one good device with great performance. Now this phone comes with VoLTE support, dual SIM cards. There's no micro SD card expansion slot. Instead, the company is providing unlimited T-Cloud storage. So once you get signed into the device, you can upload your photos and videos to the T-Cloud, which is unlimited in nature. And apart from that, this phone also comes with NFC included. One of the fewer phones to ship with NFC in this price segment. So overall, the performance aspect is definitely good on the SRT phone. Next up, let's talk about the fingerprint scanner experience. So the fingerprint scanner is located on the rear panel and does a pretty good job overall, and it unlocks the device in pretty good time. So there's not much of lag or issues, and the fingerprint scanner experience is quite good. Now other than that, the call quality and the speaker performance also was quite good. The speaker is located on the bottom panel and does a pretty good job overall. Now next up, let's talk about the camera. So it has a 13 megapixel rear camera, LED flash, and a front facing 5 megapixel camera. So if you open the camera interface, it's a pretty simple interface. It does come with some decent options, including manual mode included. There is white balance, manual focus, ISO, and shutter speed can be changed. There are some additional modes and filters included. You can also record videos in 4K, so that's supported here because the Snapdragon 652 does come with support for 4K recording. And apart from that, you also have some additional options like panorama, timer capture, and it also has this 5 megapixel selfie camera. So you go to settings, you can see video recording is at 4K Ultra HD supported. And now talking about the camera samples which you have taken with this device. This is one area where the Smartron SRT phone disappointed us with overall camera performance. So you could see that even in daylight captures, the clarity was not that great. You could see some noise creeping in, although the color quality was pretty good. The overall clarity of the photos taken with this device in daylight conditions was kind of disappointing and not the best out there. We have seen a lot of camera smartphones in this price segment, and the SRT phone definitely does not live up to that expectations. And even the low light experience was kind of average, lot of noise in the low light photos. And if you look at the selfie experience, again an average selfie experience with the SRT phone. So summing up, the camera experience of this phone was kind of disappointing. We are expecting the Smartron to fix this issue with the future updates. Till that time, the camera is not that great on this device. Now next up, let's talk about the battery. So this phone comes with a 3000 mAh battery with fast charging. That's Qualcomm fast charging 2.0 is included. That's something really good from the company because not too many phones offer fast charging in this price segment. So the battery performance will be tested. We could get a pretty decent experience overall, almost like 3 to 4 hours screen on time. That's kind of decent experience. Not a major performer though, but still you get a decent performance all around with almost close to 4 hours of screen on time. And the Snapdragon 652 is not as power efficient as the Snapdragon 625. But the good thing is that you have this fast charging. So that was the battery aspect. Overall, the battery performance was quite decent. So now summing up. So we have talked about almost all aspects of this Smartron SRT phone. Now the pricing is 12,999 for the base variant, that's 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage, and 13,999 for the 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage. So the pricing of this device is definitely good, and it has some really good positive aspects, including a decent display, excellent software performance, and the overall performance of the device was also quite good. The battery is again decent. There is NFC support, unlimited T-Cloud storage, then you also have fast charging included, and quite a good build quality as well. Now having said the positives, it does have some negatives as well. One is the design, the plastic build is not really premium as some of the other competitive devices. The awkward placement of the power button, that's again a disadvantage for this device, and it's kind of bulky device although it's lightweight. And another important issue with this device is the camera performance, which is kind of very much average, not really class leading in this segment. And also the heating issues on this device was almost close to 48 degrees. That's not acceptable. So these are some of the cons of this device, but the promised software updates for this device along with the pricing and a powerful chipset and 64 gigs of storage along with the NFC support definitely makes this device a good device to buy in this price segment. And this is definitely a good device to buy if you're not looking for really great gaming, or nor camera is your priority. But if you're looking for the software experience and good performance, the Smartron SRT phone is definitely a decent buy. But if you're looking for an all-round device, we would definitely suggest the Redmi Note 4 or the Honor 6X. So that is the detailed review of the Smartron SRT phone, and if you plan to buy this device, we'll share the links in the description of this video. You can use our link and buy this device. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.